Alright guys, well I'm back today with an update on the Ruger LCP2 chambered in .22 long rifle, the Ruger LCP2 light rack. This is a pretty slick little .22 concealed carry handgun, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack, questions, and comments, both positives and negatives, about carrying a .22 for personal defense. If you want to know more information about the specs, features, and overall performance in the first 500 rounds of this gun, go check out my initial overview. I really go into detail about carrying this for personal defense. Now, with that being said, I want to talk about the fact that most of the time I'm carrying a 9mm for personal defense, and the smallest pocket gun that I do carry is a .32 ACP. I feel like that's about as small as I want to get, and generally I carry like a .380 pocket pistol or a single stack 9 in the waistband. And if I feel like I'm going somewhere where I need a little bit bigger, I'm looking at the new SIG P365 XL or something like a Glock 26. With that out of the way, let's talk about why I'm making this video. Just an update on the performance of this LCP2. And I want to give a huge shout out to American Pawn & Gun, located in Monroe, North Carolina, for donating this firearm to the channel, as well as giving me some CCI stingers to try this out. Because if you were going to use this for personal defense, you're going to want to use a high velocity ammo, and I think the CCI Stinger is a pretty good round for a .22 pistol like this, because it is a high velocity, a pretty heavy grain bullet, all things considered, and it packs a punch for a .22 long rifle cartridge. So again, a huge shout out to American Pawn & Gun, and if you happen to be in Monroe, North Carolina, swing right off 74, check them out and tell them 704 Tactical sent you over, and they'll hook you up with some deals, and I believe they have some of these in stock. Greg, the owner, is a really cool guy, and he's going to steer you straight. So the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to reliability is the fact that the first initial time I was shooting this gun, I only had 3 issues, and we talked about those 3 issues. Since then, I've only had 1 issue. So out of the next 500 rounds, mainly hollow points, I only had 1 light primer strike. And I'm using air quotes because I don't think it was the gun's fault. I think it was a bad round. It had a solid dent like every other .22 cartridge shell I picked up off the ground. They all had the same dent. I just think it was a bad round. No fault of the gun. So still incredibly reliable. Even as it gets really dirty, this thing continues to be smooth and function great. I think Ruger really nailed it when it comes to the reliability of this pistol. I ran, again, some CCI Stingers, about 50 rounds of those that American Pawn & Gun donated. It worked great, and then I have a second box of CCI Stingers that I already had. I shot a little bit out of that box and then loaded up the magazine because I've been pocket carrying this as a backup gun because I want to see how it feels carrying it in your pocket. When I first did the initial overview, I hadn't carried it much, but I can tell you guys, you truly forget you're carrying this handgun. It's like it's non-existent, and that is one of the positive things about a gun like this. It allows you to have 11 total rounds in your gun to defend your life with. That's almost weightless, all things considered. In fact, I feel like a lot of times when I'm going places like in the yard or even at my house, it's in the morning or late at night when I'm taking out the dogs, a lot of times I may not have a gun on me because I've just left the house and I'm only being out for 5 seconds. But you can truly leave this in your pocket all day long because it's so lightweight, it's so comfortable, and it includes this really nice pocket holster that does a great job of kind of removing the printing from your pocket. I feel like this is something you can have on you literally all day, from morning till night, and then if you're going out and about, you can have your concealed carry 9 in your waistband or something else. But this is always a great backup gun to have on you, and with 11 rounds of CCI Stingers, I feel like I could properly defend myself up close. Now, I know that's going to leave a huge section of comments and haters in the comment section below, but it is good to talk about. It's good to talk about the ballistics, the performance, and again, I generally carry a 9mm, and that's what I recommend. But if you are super recoil sensitive, I think this LCP2 and .22 long rifle is a great option. The update is it's still reliable. It runs great with CCI Stingers and a wide variety of other hollow points, and it carries great in the provided pocket holster. And man, am I glad American Pawn & Gun sent one out to the channel. This is becoming one of my favorite little .22s. So I hope you guys liked the video. I hope it gives you an update on its performance and a wide cross section of ammo that I've put through this, from the basic bulk pack to the CCI Stingers. It runs it great. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.